Alright everybody, what is up? Renfail here, and today I'm going to be answering the question, what is Dune Awakening? How do I classify the game? What type of game is this? I know Funcom is describing this as a crafting survival multiplayer game set on Arrakis in the universe of Dune. I would probably classify it slightly differently because I'm playing it from a different perspective, but this is just based on my perspective in the limited beta preview event that I'm playing in right now. I'm recording this footage in, and the closed beta. Shout out to Funcom for providing me with access to this and the key. Since this is a limited beta preview event, there might be some bugs, graphical anomalies, things of that nature that you see. I'm going to run around and try to answer that question a little bit. First and foremost, I think that for me, Dune Awakening is a survival game. First and foremost, because you do have to survive the planet of Arrakis. After that, it's a crafting game. And after that, it's an RPG for me. The multiplayer aspect of the game is something that I'm actually not participating in a lot. It's there as an additional layer. But much like the way I play Star Wars: Old Republic, World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings Online, ESO, any of these online games these days, I play them primarily as a single-player RPG, and then only group up like very rarely with other people. So for me, it's mostly a survival game. The moment you step outside of your shelter and hit the sun of the day on Arrakis, you immediately start racking up on the middle of the screen there the sun meter, which means I'm going to very quickly enter into sunstroke if I don't find some shade, which if I hit sunstroke, I'm going to start basically draining my water at a rapid pace. And I am currently wearing a still suit, which I crafted myself, which has a water meter here, but then on the right hand side it actually has a tiny little meter as well, which if I tap into right now, I can actually drain that a little bit to fill my main water meter, because I'm able to recycle my water, which you can't do with the regular armor. And there are different types of armor in this game. Some armor is better suited for combat, other is not. I actually have a set of combat gear in a storage chest here, but then my exploration I do in a still suit because it has much better water retention. And out there in the great sands beyond, we have the worms to deal with, and they are plentiful, and they are angry, and they are hangry, and will kill you and take your stuff. So you have to be careful when you're out and about. And then you'll also find threats like bandits, which there may be some down here. If I go around the corner really quick, I know there's some around here. There's some down there sometimes too. Yep, we got some down there. However, there's shade. I'm gonna try to stick to the shade and go to these ones. So there's lots of threats. Mostly though, for me as a survival crafting game, like right now, if you notice my quest, it says I need to research the advanced construction kit, construct or interact with an advanced subfief console. But I have to drive north first, and in order to do that, I need to have enough supplies to survive. So in order to do that, I think we're okay. In order to do that, I need to make sure that I'm going out here and gathering up plenty of supplies. So the first thing I want to do, as an example, is I want to get some more water. In order to get water, I'm going to come over here and drain the blood from these enemies. And then I'm going to take that back to my home base, and I'm going to recycle that down into water, which I can then use to fill up my suit, which I can then use to travel north across the sands to get to the next area. You can also pick up things like scavenged metal. You can choose to scan things like this and break this down into additional salvaged metal, which I can then pick up. Run out here, grab other things that I see, or head back. And in this case, I'm going to head back because I need to go ahead and grab my bike and grab some of the supplies out of the storage chests and head north to the Vermilia's Gap, which is the next stage of my main quest. So for me, I'm primarily, let's go ahead and grab these guys too, because they will have blood that I can use to refine down into water. He's coming for me. Woo! Nothing like a little combat to get your heart racing. Gathering supplies to make a cross-desert trek is a pretty big deal. Water is the most precious commodity. Also fuel cells. Those are copper. There's some fuel cells right there. I'm going to grab that stuff off the ground too. We're going to go ahead and pull our bike up. Ride this back up to our home base. This is all stuff I've crafted for myself, so the journey I've made has been just slowly progressing my way through all the quality of life features of the game, going from walking across the deserts to being able to get my little sand bike, be able to take this with me as I go. I'm actually going to pull this inside this time. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that inside, because I need to load up the managing to get into the door is sometimes a little fun. I don't have an actual garage. There we go. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. We got it figured out, because on the back here I've got this inventory, so I can actually check this out and I can stash stuff in here, and I'm gonna actually want to put a bunch of stuff in here. I'm probably gonna want to make an additional battery pack before I go, because I only have the one right now, which is about halfway drained, I think. If I enter onto it, no, I guess I'm not quite halfway. We're good to go. So for me, like I said, I'm primarily focusing on the survival aspects first and foremost, getting plenty of water, staying alive. I might not actually... I probably need to craft... There's a leader John, I think, that I need to craft, which I haven't done yet, which allows you to stash even more water. This thing right here. High capacity leader gen created for expeditions, because I don't know how far I'm going, so I want to go ahead and craft that. This will allow me to carry even more water and take it with me, so that I'm not leaving anything behind. And then I'm going to make that journey north and build a brand new structure and abandon the bases I have here. So we're basically pushing ourselves out of the newbie area and going into a more dangerous area, a higher level area, and from there, we will be expanding into whatever the next dungeons, the next trials, and so on and so forth. And all of that is layered. So we start off making very basic sets of gear, very basic sets of armor, very basic structures to house things like our blood purifier, water purifier, our storage chests, our crafting facilities, all of these different things. And then when we're ready to move on, we move on. And we could keep these as bases of operation, or we could break them down, or we could abandon them for other people. So for the way that I play the game, and the way I would classify Dune Awakening, is as a survival game, followed by a crafting game, followed by an RPG, a science fiction RPG set in one of my favorite IPs. And then there's the optional group play. Go do dungeons if you want with your friends. There's the PvP aspect of the game if you want to participate in that, but it's purely consensual and separated into its own sections of the world. And then there's the end game with the Landsrad and the way you do the guild versus guild and group-based stuff there as well, although you can also solo aspects of the Landsrad in-game content as well. So there's a little bit for everybody, but the way I choose to play it is mostly as a single-player survival crafting game. So hopefully you can enjoy it that way if you prefer as well. If you have any questions, don't forget to check out all the links below. I got a ton of videos in the Dune Awakening playlist. This is part of the beta preview event that I was invited to participate in by Funcom, so thanks to them for giving me the chance to partake. And as you want to know more videos are coming out. There'll be other links down below, like affiliate links and links to their web pages and Steam page and stuff, so you can find more information out. As of this recording, the game is coming out on June 10th, so hopefully we'll see you on the sands of Arrakis very soon. Till then, stay safe and happy gaming.